What's up, world? It's me, Gary with the G. Click, click, bang. Welcome back. Today we're going to go over something new for y'all today. Something that I picked up along the way that I think is such an interesting piece. I figured I'll share with you guys. And that's going to be an AR. Not your ordinary AR, but an AR-7. A Henry U.S. Survival AR-7 to be exact. Now this AR is just a long 22 long rifle ammunition that goes in it, so it's nothing heavy duty, but it is made for survival, and it comes in this neat package. This is it. This is your Henry U.S. Survival AR-7. Nothing much to it, right? You get a nice little stock. You're probably wondering where the rest of the stuff is that go along with it. This isn't all it can be, just this, right? Well, you're correct. Everything is hidden in the back stock. And all you do is pry it off like, of course it's gonna give me trouble. Pry it off like so. Now all your components are in there. You have your frame. You have your magazine, which is an 8-round magazine, comes with 2, and your barrel inside of the stock. And to put it together is super simple. Now a little history about this. These survival kits were actually made for pilots. You know, if a pilot went down in war and landed over the ocean, the good thing about this is toss it out the cockpit, hop out, get in your blow up raft or whatever, and go retrieve this. Why? Because this thing floats. Yes, with all these components in it, this will float on water. How long would it float? Hey, I kept it in water, as you can see here. I kept it in water for about 5-10 minutes, and it stayed afloat. It did not sink. And did it get wet on the inside? Yeah, it got wet a little bit, but overall it kept all of the pieces remained pretty dry. Nothing got super soaked where it was leaking, but you know, it just got wet a little bit. So is it watertight where it's waterproof? No, water will get in there, but this thing will not sink. So these pilots will, if the plane went down, they would be able to retrieve this from floating on top of the water and be able to put together a nice little rifle. And how they do that, at the bottom here there's a little screw. So you'll take your frame right here. Let's take the magazine out of that. Take your frame and you'll just slide it in like that. Slide it in, the frame into the stock, and then you'll screw it down. So I'm gonna do this one-handed to show you how easy this is. This wasn't hard at all to do. This is actually super simple to put together. So they would, you know, get to land, get to dry land, get in the canoe, wherever it is, and then they'll be able to put this rifle together. And on the rifle, see that notch? Now there's a little groove on the barrel right there that lines up with that notch. You line it up, then you just screw the barrel on. Once you screw the barrel on, the next step is to take your magazine. This one is unloaded. It's an 8-round magazine. Throw your magazine in there. Pull out your charging handle. Your charging handle pulls out. Don't do like I did at the range. Man, I've been fighting with this thing because the charging handle was in, and I've been fighting to grab it, to pull it. I was like, man, that's a weird design. Then I came back and I looked at it. I was like, oh man, I bet you this thing pulls out. And as I said, it did pull out. As you can see, it pulls out to where you can charge it. So that's pretty cool that it collapses to fit back in the stock. But yeah, you pull it out, nothing's in there. You charge your firearm, and then you have 8 shots to get off with this little ghost ring sight. And it is adjustable. You can adjust the back for elevation and the front sight for windage. I didn't have to do any of that. I could show you some of the targets that I shot at about 25 yards. No, 25 feet. It wasn't even yards. So it was really close, but still, the shots were pretty on point with this rifle. So the pilot would be able to land in the water, retrieve the firearm, either get small game for food, or would be able to have enough ammunition to take out an enemy and possibly retrieve that enemy's weapon, and continue on their journey. Pretty cool design. I like it. It only has 8 rounds. It's not something that I want to shoot all the time, but the concept is cool. It is nice to shoot, but I'm not going to want to shoot this at the range all day. There's no recoil to it. It's pretty accurate. The takedown, the magazine release is at the front by the trigger guard. You push forward and you pull the magazine down. One thing about this too is that everything on the back of this stock, if I can get it off again, these magazines have these little grooves in them that slide in place on the grooves in the back of the stock. So putting these things in, when you put it in, you cannot put it in wrong. As you can see right now, I'm trying to put it in and it's not going in, because that means I'm not putting it the right direction. So it only goes in one direction. Same with all the pieces that fits in here. So it can hold 2 magazines, the barrel, and the frame. I think that's pretty cool. I wish they would have made another little compartment in here to maybe put some waterproof matches, or thermal blankets, something else inside of here, because those thermal blankets, if you've ever seen one, they're pretty small. You could get one in there. So it'd have been nice to have something like that, have some waterproof matches and stuff like that you could keep in here. Maybe even a little compass. I think it still had enough room to do something like that. But overall, smart design. I do like it. I would carry this in a bug out bag, just if I'm going somewhere, just to have something. After all, it is 22 long rifle, so you're not really taking down bear or anything like that. But you can capture the food if you need it, or keep the bad guys away out at bay. It does have a safety on this thing too. The safety caught me off guard when I first shot it. I flinched because it didn't go off, and I was like, damn, I flinched with a 22. But anyway, so it tells you safe that direction, fire that direction. If it's not loaded, it will not even go on safe. Only if it's unloaded. So, or vice versa. Yeah, so you break it down, just as simple. I'll show you some shots at the range. It was pretty cool shooting this thing. Break it down, you unscrew it. You pull the barrel off. You slip the barrel. It can only go one way. See that notch at the top? It has a groove in there with a notch. So it can only go one way. And it slides up in there. It doesn't lock into place. It just slides into place. Then here's your magazine. Slide that in. Then you take down your frame by unscrewing the back of this tab here. Underneath the stock, right at the bottom of the stock, you just unscrew it. It's nearly done. Yeah. Nearly done. Alright. Now your frame is apart. That goes in, and your charging handle pushes in so it can fit in nicely into place. Now you put this back in your bag. I think it was a cool design. I like the history behind it. You tell me what you guys think. Like I said, I wouldn't be on the range shooting this all day because it just comes with 8-round magazines. So to keep fiddling with those little magazines, loading it all the time, probably won't make for a good day. I want to put a 50-round drum in here. But yeah, so why don't y'all tell me what y'all think about it? I mean, these things cost maybe about $250 to $300. Would you want one of these just to have? You know, in case you're going somewhere, you could disguise this. Oh no, that's just the stock. I ain't put that together yet. I got a rifle, I'm gonna put it on. You know? Nonetheless, and it's waterproof, it floats, not waterproof. It's water resistant and it floats. For how long, I don't know. I'm sure a long time. Because like I said, I left it there 5 to 10 minutes just floating. And this thing stayed above water. So again, the Henry US Survival AR-7. What's in your holster? It's me. You know what it is. Go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Click, click. Booyaka. And we out. Peace.